just feel that bass. Dave, drop. Wait for it, 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 wait for it. Jump! Jump, 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 jump. Wait, don't stop, don't stop. This is that no words are hard, full volume energy. Whoa, yeah. Hands in the sky, let it ride. Front to the back, let me see you go. Up, down, down, left, right, spin around. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. No lyrics, just living. No talking, just feeling. Turn it up, never down. This is our song now. Keep moving. Beats gone, but the vibe stays. Keep moving. Beats gone. Keep moving, moving. Let's go. Left side, left side, left side, left side, right side. Hands up. We ain't got words, just feel that bass. Left side, left side, left side, left side, left side, left side. Left side, right side. Hands up. We ain't got words, just feel that day. Wait for it, wait for it. Wait for it, wait for it. Wait for it, wait for it. Whoa, let's go. Left side, right side, hands up. We ain't got words, just feel that bass. Wait for it, wait for it. Jump, 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 jump. Wait, don't stop, don't stop. Jump, 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 jump. Wait, don't stop, don't stop. This is that no of the heart, full volume energy. Hands in the sky, let it ride. From the front to the back, let me see you go. Down, down, left, right, spin around. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. No lyrics, just living. No talking, just feeling. Turn it up, never down. This is our song now. Turn it up, never down. This is our song now. Keep moving. Beats gone, but the vibe stays. Keep moving. Beats gone, beats gone, but the vibe stays. Keep moving. Beats gone, beats gone, but the vibe stays. Keep moving. Beats gone, beats gone. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Woo! Keep moving.
Yeah, man, one. Yeah, man, I've seen this guy Lennon Honor come on yesterday. I've made a video like 2 days ago about this Marianne Lorient, and who was working together with Umar Johnson, but then they got into a beef or whatever. It seems like she was trying to trip Umar Johnson because she's mad at him, man. Maybe she is in love with Umar Johnson, man. When I look at this woman, she is in love with Umar, man. We have to keep it 100 with it. This Marianne Lorient, when you see how she speaks on Umar Johnson, and because she told a story in which Umar Johnson was with a woman or whatever, and she got mad, and she was supposed to pick this woman up, but whatever happened, she didn't pick her up, and then something happened, whatever, man. So it's like she was looking for vengeance against Umar Johnson. Whatever is their business, they was doing their thing and behind the scene together. So yeah, that's why where we live, they say when lovers are quarreling and brother-in-law and sister-in-law are not supposed to mingle in it. Yeah, when lovers are quarreling, brother-in-law and sister-in-law are not supposed to mingle in it, go between them, because before the morning they will be together again. That's this Mary Lorient stuff and Umar Johnson. Tomorrow, Umar Johnson and Mary Lorient might make up and be together again. That's the real. Yeah, because they are all scammers. There is not only, you must think, polite. That's why when these Negroes come with their Pan-Africanism, Afro stuff, is to scam. Where I come from, politics, politiki, we say politiki means to lie. Yeah, to con the people. Yeah, that's why you have when you come to my people and you would say, that's a politician, they will say, oh, it's a liar. The liar is the devil is a liar. Exactly, man. That's why I don't understand that this Donald Trump is how he say. So in this case, she's maybe 45 or 50 years young. And this is what she's doing. Giving out fake checks and lying about Umar Johnson and all these things. Now you just created credit for Umar Johnson. If Umar Johnson comes out right now and said, "Listen, all the money is lost because I was conned and all these brouillard things, all these crazy things happen, just like this Mario Loria stuff," people might believe it, and many people might wanna believe it because of this. You see what you've done, Mary Loria? If this is true, allegedly. You see that, and you haven't brought anything after you said you was gonna come out and bring any proof. Yeah, you doing this, Umar Johnson, because all of this was about Umar Johnson building the school for young black boys and young African boys, and the money is gone, like $2 million or whatever they say. But now you came out here and falsely, if it's true, allegedly accusing Umar Johnson that he gave you $68,000. Now you brought a fake check out here, and now people are gonna say, you see, all this while they was lying about this Umar Johnson stuff, man. He didn't steal the money. It's just like this Mary Loria. People are lying, and the Caucasian is after him. Because that's what Umar Johnson is gonna use. He's gonna say the Caucasian, the colonizer, wants to get him. Like, because it's the same defense that Polite was using. After Polite was caught with his stepdaughter, a 14-year-old girl, you know what Polite came out and said? He said the Caucasian and the CIA was trying to frame him. Yeah. Nigga, I'm not part of your whatever y'all doing. That's why I was saying your so-called Pan-Africanism is a scam. My people do not take any of you so-called United States Negroes over there serious. To my race, you are the Caucasian. It's not because you look light skin. No, I mean your thinking is colonized. Yeah? Your thinking, your way of doing things is just like the Caucasian colonizer. You don't know it. I know it because I come from the jungle. You don't come from the jungle. You don't know what it is to live in a village. I do. Nigga? That's the real talk. So I'm not part of, that's why I was making even this video like, I'm not black if these Negroes are black, man. If this buck broken Philip Scott is African, I'm not African because Philip Scott is not an African. Philip Scott is a Negro who was using the African Diaspora name to get traction because he was making videos 15 years ago. Philip Scott was making videos in his bathroom. Yes, I was exposing all these things on internet back then. I'm on YouTube since 2006 December. Yeah, that's what he was doing. And after he saw he was not getting any traction, he had this Philip advice show. He was giving advice to men about women. And then he was like, hey, this Pan-Africanism thing with all this dashiki, I will start organizing trips to Africa and then getting money from people doing so. And then he started doing that. Organizing trip to the continent. And I'm the African diaspora. Everybody was serious with it. Until after a while, people came and said, man, this Philip Scott, his wife is Mexican. I was like, well, but who cares, man? If his wife is white or Mexican, it's his business, man. If he's going to help people in Africa, nobody cares, man. But now, 7 years ago with Tariq Nasheed, he came out. Bam. Yeah, man. We delineating. I'm not an African. All of them doing the same thing. Even this Ankh guy was doing the same thing when he thought he was gonna get money for slavery with this FBA stuff. He came out here, yeah, man, I'm not really, we are not African, we are FBA now. Saneter, we are FBA now. And now when they are not getting money, yeah, man, we going, no, you're not, it's not gonna happen. Never, you don't have culture. That's what you don't understand. All these things you have done, attacking my people is done. Ja, gedane zaken hebben geen keer. Is Dutch. This Maria Gloria, when you see how she speaks on Umar Johnson, and because she told a story in which Umar Johnson was with a woman or whatever, and she got mad, and she was supposed to pick this woman up, but whatever happened, she didn't pick her up, and then something happened. Whatever, man. So it's like she was looking for vengeance against Umar Johnson. Whatever is their business, they was doing their thing and behind the scene together. So when yeah, that's why where we live, they say when lovers are quarreling and brother-in-law and sister-in-law are not supposed to mingle in it. Yeah, when lovers are quarreling, brother-in-law and sister-in-law are not supposed to mingle in it, go between them, because before the morning they will be together again. That's this Mary Loria stuff and Umar Johnson. Tomorrow, Umar Johnson and Mary Loria might make up and be together again. That's the real. Yeah, because they are all scammers. There is not only, you must think, polite. That's why when these Negroes come with their Pan-Africanism, Afro stuff, is to scam. Where I come from, politics, politiki, we say politiki means to lie. Yeah, to con the people. Yeah, that's why you have when you come to my people and you would say, that's a politician, they will say, oh, it's a liar. The liar is the devil is a liar. Exactly, man. That's why I don't understand that this Donald Trump is out here saying he's a Christian and a Zionist or whatever he is. Nigga, yeah, if that is Christianity, we know it was a lie. And it still is a lie. But anyways, man, and yeah, whatever. Let's hear this. And when I'm showing this part, I'm gonna show this for the bug broken American who are complaining about the Dominicans saying they are not black. I know black. I'm not black, but they are saying they are not African. So they are saying the same thing like the Dominicans saying. So they are being the devil by coming out here saying the Dominicans don't want to be Africans and they don't want to be black, while the black Americans are doing the same thing. And I know it firsthand that that's what they doing. Yeah, where I come from in the Amazon jungle is the same thing. If they wanna separate themselves from you, they will tell you you are an African, you are from the jungle. Yes, Negro will say that in Suriname in America. They will tell you that, like, you are from the jungle, you are an African. Go back to the jungle. Exactly like the Caucasian, because they come from the plantation. It's not a joke in my videos what I've been saying, and they know it, I know it. In one of these videos, I'm gonna show you the attire of city Negroes and my attire of my people, then you will see the big difference. My people attire is just like the Ghanaian kind of attire with the cross, like the clothing across the chest, and all those stuff I've shown it sometimes already in many videos. But anyways, man, and let's check what these so-called bug broken Negroes are saying, man. Let's hear it. Yeah, and even this guy, man, that's what I was saying. They will use the Negro to come out here and speak on African history, but they don't. But they hate Africans. That's what I'm saying. Plantation people were taught that Africans sold them into slavery. They hate Africans. They want to be like the colonizer. Many of them are mixed with the colonizer, but they are the one on television speaking about what my history is supposed to be. But you are the child of the colonizer. That's what I'm saying. Because all these Negroes, their mind, their thinking, their psychology, psychiatry is colonizer mind thinking. And what they doing is spread these Negroes like this Morgan Freeman to come here out and convince you to become like him without an identity, become black like the Dravidian in India or the Aboriginal in Australia. Maybe they are not black. That's how stupid they are. That's why I said a Chinese got two hands and two legs like I do. Am I now Chinese because a Chinese got two legs and two arms just like I do? Am I an Indian because an Indian got a head and two ears, a mouth, a nose, and teeth like I do? Is the Aboriginal and of Australia the same as the so-called Black American because they both got the same black skin color? So these Black Americans are Aboriginal like the Australian Aboriginal and like the Dravidian in India. And maybe even like the Sudanese, the Avatar Sudanese. Yeah, that's why you even have the name Zulu. Zulu is from Azul, blue. Like they say, the Sudanese is blue black. That's why you have Zulu. Let me not explain it. I could explain it more, but it's like that's why the Italian will say Azul, dark blue. And if you See the Sudanese people, they are dark and almost blue, like the Avatar. That's where they got the Avatar movie from. Because in Suriname, they call my people Blauw Kop, the blue-headed one, because of the dark Sudanese over there. You see that? You don't know these things. Yeah, that's America. You was in a cage while I was in the jungle, fighting the real fight. These people got out of slavery because I won the war against the Caucasian, and these Negroes wanna come out now like they represent me, like they gonna speak on my behalf. These Negroes don't speak on my behalf. We see them like just the Caucasian, because their whole mindset and thinking is Caucasian thinking after 400 years on a plantation. Yeah, let's hear it. So let them speak for themselves. Let's hear it, man.
African American.
Why is that?
I'm not African. I don't mind the term African American. I don't want to be called. I don't mind the term African American. I don't want to be called African American.
Why is that?
I'm not African.
You see, it's being applauded. This is just like where Habanigo was from 1933 Germany. See, and he's saying this, and he's supposed to be a so-called wise man. Whereas Sidney Poitier, his colleague, is African because he's Haitian. Yes, Haitians are considered to be Africans. They speak in a French Creole. Even these people in Louisiana in America, they are considered, if you speak and mix African words with an English, or they will consider you quickly to be an African. Like, oh, he still knows because you're not completely broken. A Negro in America is a broken African. There is somebody who went to the plant. A plant is a factory. That's why you have plantation. There are to be factored, created. The creating of a Negro. There is even books and movie, or the creation of a slave, or whatever they say. It's their business, man. You hear it? But you see, this is the guy on National Geographic channel speaking about African history and all these things. And he's now here telling you, I'm not African, man. You see what I was saying? You see that? That is the foolishness. So in the front, when they need to become anything, they will say, act like they are African, like, because when they say they're African, it means they supposedly have culture. Yeah, they have culture supposedly, and when they think they have reached the top, they will say, I'm not African. Just like, I made it from the plantation to be on my own now. I no longer need you, whatever your history was, or whatever they thinking. Because nobody considered these people to be there, and people like that. Everybody around the globe who is not from the United States or a plantation considered plantation Negroes to be Caucasian, because their behavior and thinking is Caucasian. They don't know it. Just like you see my name in the back there, Njale, because it's written Njale, but it's Njale. Plantation Negroes cannot pronounce it, just like the Caucasian cannot pronounce it. The same problems the Caucasian have with African language is the same problem the Negroes from the plantation have with African language. They cannot speak it. Even in Suriname, after 400 years, city Negroes cannot pronounce the name of my tribe. They cannot say Njuka. You see, I'm saying Njuka, they will say Ndika or Juka. That's what they're gonna say. They can't pronounce it, and that's the same way the Caucasian will speak. So these people coming out and taking the name, nobody told them they are African from America. They took the name in the 80s, saying that, telling everybody they are black and proud, African from America, all these things, to come out 30 years later and say, I'm not African. Nobody said you are African. You came out here telling us that you are African American. Who did the African tell you that you was African and gave you that name? No. They call you Ameba, Yobo, Musungu, Yara, Abroni. That's the name they call a plantation Negro. And even my people, that's why I'm saying my people call them black Caucasian. Kaukakanenge, Caucasian Negro. Yes, in Suriname. And many times we won't say Caucasian Negro, we will say Negro, because my race do not consider themselves to be Negro, because in America, in South America, a Negro is somebody who is from the plantation and could have this Caucasian blood in them. So you can, if you go and speak to a Negro, most of the time they will go and tell the colonizer whatever you have taught them. If you taught them any secrets about my culture, for example, there is even one guy who went to my people from the plantation lying that he's my race and stayed there for 17 years, and now he's writing book about my direct family. like he was what of my race when he is from the army, and all these Negroes are from the army, Homeland Security, coming out speaking like anybody should trust. They are stupid. Anybody trust this Negro, you are beyond stupid. Even this guy in Suriname, this Makanaki or Kakanaki, he is from the army, fighting against my people in 1986, just like in Rwanda. Yes, where I come from was just like Rwanda, City Negroes versus Maroon. Yeah, these people, they went to Brazil and they bought weapons there to attack my people in the jungle, just like in South Sudan. You stupid one. Yes, the same thing what is happening in South Sudan right now. Mine happened in 1986. This army, they came there and wiping all the women and children out in a village over there. So all these things, these people are delusional, man. Yeah, what they doing is coming out here looking for somebody to have beneath them to trash, for the Caucasian to think that they mean anything. We don't know these people, man. They fought themselves on people coming on television, making propaganda. Yeah, we are African American. And then come up, I'm not African, man. Nigga, you said you are African American. Nobody told you this. Yeah, it's sad, man. They are zielig. Yeah, they are just looking for somebody to marginalize, to see those things that happen with them on the plantation. They want to do it to other people so they can, other people, Africans, could lose their culture and have no identity just like they do. You are black, so what? The Dravidian in India is black. The Australian Aboriginal is black. Are you more black than they are? Of course not. Do they have Caucasian blood? No, you do. So you are the colonizer. All these things you doing like you speaking something heroic. You're not. You are the black colonizer. Stupid one. Let's hear it, man.
I'm not black.
I don't mind the term African American. I don't want to be called African American.
Why is that?
I'm not African.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. 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 I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Did you hear it? I'm not black, I'm OJ, nigga. Beyonce said, I'm not black, I'm red bone. You see that? Even this guy had said it, and Brown, and this guy Brown, the dancer, man. He said the same thing. He told these black Americans, nigga, I know, nigga, I'm not black. I'm red bone, I'm Native American. Or I'm Creole, because Creole, this Creole, they are, many of them are mixed Caucasian with Native American, because this Creole is a bit like this Dominican you see there. They are mixed Africans with the colonizer and Native Americans, many of them. Many Haitians are, that's why I was saying the Dominicano is just a mixed Haitian. The Haitians are their fathers and mothers, but they wiping out the Haitians, right? That's what I'm saying, real talk. You hear this nigga said, I'm not black, I am OJ. Let's hear it again, man.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. I'm not black, I'm OJ.
You hear that, nigga? I'm not black, I'm OJ, nigga. Real talk. That's how confused this black American is, man. Yeah. And they think everybody is in the same predicament and the same in the condition that they are. Yeah, that's the real talk.
Okay, let's get one thing straight. I am not African. There's nothing African about me. I am straight American. I am American. I am white. I have a white grandmother. And I am Irish. My 6th generation great-grandparents are Irish. Nobody is...
But the thing is, I don't understand why mulatto is not allowed to become president in America. Why not? This mulatto is just like an Indian, East Indian. East Indian are mixed, they are coolie. These people, that's why coolie comes from curly. You stupid one. Yeah, if you have curly hair, like they were calling these people jarer. This jarer is, these Moroccan are considered to be slaves. Yes, that's why every 5th of December, you will see they will bring a black Moroccan here and on a chain with Sinterklaas. It's a Moroccan. It's a mengelmoes, a mixed guy. That's why they got this big curl. It's called curly. This curly is coolie. Yeah, black people have curly hair. And that's why you have cola. Culo. You have culo is black. Cola is black. Yeah, that's the real talk. So, and to me, I don't care if these mixed people wanna be president. It's their business, but you're not gonna go out there representing me, nigga. That's what I'm saying. Nobody is representing me. Understood, nigga? You are all buck broken. All your niggas are colonized or enslaved. You are not out here fighting for yourself. You're fighting for agenda for someone else. All you Negroes over there, you're gonna go and take money like your ancestor was taking money from the colonizer coming into the jungle to fight my people. That's what I'm saying that all of you doing. Yeah, going out here fighting on behalf of the colonizer. That's what I mean. They are not saying this because they really mean it like, yo, listen, I'm really mixed. What they doing is saying rejection, more like, I know black. I'm not African, man. Like, but you want money for what happened to African reparation? But your ancestors are Irish. Or maybe an Ashkenazi or plain Caucasian, Swedish, Danish, German in Zimbabwe. Do you know what these German people did in Zimbabwe? Or these Belgian people did in Congo? This stupid one. These people think anything happened. It was global. Our situation was the worst, man. Nobody cares. Nigga, fix it. That's why you said you was so strong and you was the mighty and all this. You are the gods and all this. Fix your life, man. If everybody fix their home, all homes will be fixed. Nobody would need each other to go to anybody else's home to help them fix anything if everybody fix their own position. Nigga? Real talk. Otherwise, your team cannot function. You don't understand this thing. So listen to this girl again. She is mulatto. That's why I don't understand in America. If you are Obama, you mulatto, they will say, you are not black enough. Nigga, he is colored. Black is also a color. That's why I'm giving you the example of the Aboriginal of Australia. Yeah, they are coolie. Those people are like the East Indian. Yeah, like the Papua. You see, the Papua is the Asiatic African in the jungle. They look even like the Indonesian. Yeah, if you see the Papua, you will see the Indonesian with straight hair. They got the same face. And those same Indonesians look like Native Americans. That's why they told you the Native Americans are a Mongoloid people. All these people, Chinese, Japanese from Indonesia, and Native Americans, they are a Mongoloid people. That's how they are called, from Genghis Khan. Yeah, that's the real talk, man. So you hear it, and to me, she's speaking the truth. As long as it's not on attack. If you say, man, listen, man, I am mixed. So what? That's what I don't understand in this discussion of these people, man. You are in America where you're living the mixed life. But Obama is not allowed to become president because he's mixed. But America, United States is a mixed country. According to your own saying, if you have one drop of black blood, you are African. That's the United States. Out here in the world, it doesn't work like that. If you are mixed, you are called colored or mulatto, Dogla, Sambo, Moximang, Morian, Mulian, all those names, man. All these names I'm naming is all names and for mixed people. Yeah, Malata. That's why you have this place called Malta, Malaysia. All this place, Maria, and Moreno. All these people are considered to be dark-skinned people. That's why you have the term More. It's like Moreno, colored man, black man, whatever. Yeah. Just saying. All these things you think you're saying anything out here is foolery. Otherwise, if you're not African, give your Afro back because the only one here on the planet with Afro on the planet is an African. So take the Afro off your head and just be American. That's what I'm saying. Straight your hair, that you have no curls in your hair, and just be American. Yeah, because you might be white passing or whatever. Nobody cares out here. Only the United States broken colony, slaves colony is busy with this. You are light skinned. You are dark skinned. Look the good hair. You got the straight mind. They are sick, man. You've got the good hair, and it's everywhere where people were colonized or in plantation. That's why it's strange to me. to hear it out here. That's the good hair. Like, the good hair? What do you mean the good hair? Because to my race, it's the opposite. Just like I was saying, my race, we don't consider Caucasian to have culture. Just like how the Caucasian think they looking down on my people don't consider them to be anything. It's not a joke. They know it. That's why they don't come where in my territory where I live in America in the jungle. They don't come there. When they come to Suriname, they will go to the city Negroes, to the plantations, and then go back to the Netherlands or whatever, stay in Paramaribo. But they don't come into the jungle because they know that it's not allowed. It's from our God that it's not allowed for them to come there. That's what I'm saying. It's not like you making up something on a paper. We're not gonna allow this Caucasian because of his. No. From my standpoint, it's our God dictation. No Caucasian and Negroes allowed there because they are evil for what they have done in Suriname and South American jungle. They are cursed. Whether you wanna believe it or not. Whether you hear or forbear. That's why I told you the book you're reading is not your book. Otherwise, you would not be out here saying, why are you saying it? No, it's according to your rule, right, in the book. If you kill innocent people, you are cursed. It's my culture. That's why I'm saying you should not get mad when I say this thing. Because it's in your book. You said the book is yours. And I'm using the book to not to condemn you, to tell you the truth. Because the book is not your book. You stole it from Africans. I can, even people will say Jesus is white. Nigga, I can bring you to even to Africans right now where you don't understand African culture. You are stupid. If you say to an African, Jesus is white, they will know, so what? Jesus is an Indian. So what? It's a spirit. That's what you don't understand. You don't know what a God is. You don't know what a spirit or angel or God is. That's why the only thing these people know is just like the Caucasian, materialism, physically. If it's not physically, Caucasian mind people cannot understand it. That's real talk. I know it. Nigga, it's not what I think, it's what I know. I've been here on the academy for years. Nigga, they don't understand it. That's why I was saying when they see you, my people working with the sun, they will, he's venerating the sun. He's praying to the trees. But I know it's not true. But they still writing it down. They are venerating. So that's why I know your God can never be my God. Because your understanding of life and the world is completely opposite and different than mine. So it would be stupid for me to come and say, you should unite. No, nigga, you are complete and superior. You are the kings, the 5% kings, and all these things. So something that is complete doesn't need anything because there is no space for anything to join them. They are complete. It's done. It's over. You understand that? When you come out here and say, I am strong. Okay, if you are strong, why do you need to unite with anything else outside of your strongness? That would mean that your strongness is not strong enough, therefore you are not strong. Because there are things out there that is stronger than you, so you are not strong. Nigga, you are only strong if you are the strongest. If anything out there can beat you, you are not strong. You understand that? Stupid one. And this broken Negroes gonna come out here. We are the strongest black people on this planet. You was enslaved for 400 years while I was in the jungle for 400 years. I defeated the colonizer. You was in a chain. And you wanna speak? They are ridiculous. They have no pride. Yeah, go to the Caucasian and tell the Caucasian that you are hurting. That's what I'm saying. Stop bothering Africans and Caribbean Africans. Yeah, the people who sold you into slavery, many of them have a family on the continent, but they are not as much as those people who was taken into slavery. Those people who was enslaved, they have family on the continent also still. You stupid one. When they was taking people from there, they was taking maybe the uncle, the father, the children, the grandmother, and the small children maybe would stay behind. They would have maybe a new children or whatever who are still on the continent. That's why I'm saying those people were also enslaved. Those same Africans you're saying sold you in slavery, many of them was the slave themselves. They were enslaved by you in America, even because when you supposedly got in America, You're Negro. That's why you are mixed, because you was with the Caucasian together and many of these Native Americans. My people are not, because we live 10 hours away, 400 years away in the Amazon jungle. Yeah. So what you're doing is out here looking for attention, because this what they doing is already 7 years, man. These people have been making videos now for 7 years. I'm delineating. I'm not African. I'm delineating. We don't want to know, nigga. If them Somali saying they are not black, they are mixed. I don't care. Somali is Somali. They have their own God. Where we come from, all the tribes have their own king and their own God. Yeah, that's why I'm saying don't come out here stealing people culture. Yeah, come with your indigenous culture. If you go there to the continent in Africa or to the jungle, all those people, they have their own establishment, how they live, what color they wear. You cannot go out there and just buy a dashiki and start wearing it. That's symbolic foolery. It's just like your church is there symbolic. Your church is here, but what they doing is playing with young children. Just like the mosque with these bachabasi young boys, 15-year-old boys stuff, man. You are the devil. They only speak about the Catholic Church, but they are all in it. They are all Epstein, man. All of them are in it. Real talk, you can see that even Donald Trump is trying to attack Iran right now as I speak, for people not to speak on the Epstein files. Because Iran said they have videos about with Donald Trump playing with small children. In the wrong way, yes. It's on the internet, go look it up. They said Iran has video of Donald Trump playing with small children in the Epstein files. That's why he's over there trying to fight against Iran. But this guy is a Christian and a nationalist. Your Christianity is of the devil. Yeah, it's not from God. That's what we know as I speak. Yeah, only the devil will come out here and lie that Venezuela people have stolen from you while you're stealing their oil. Yeah.
Africa. Nobody went back to Africa. Okay, let's get one thing straight. I am not African. There's nothing African about me. I am straight American. I am American. I am white. I have a white grandmother. And I am Irish. My 6th generation great-grandparents are Irish. Nobody is from Africa. Nobody went back to Africa. I have over 4,000 DNA matches.
Yeah, but that's how stupid many people are, man. They think when they say you are African, that you must come from the continent. I'm African even if I'm in Europe. I'm still Ohkano. Even if I'm in China, I'm African. Are you stupid? It's not because I'm on the continent that may know the way I am. My God is still my God even if I'm in China. You stupid one. That's being is a phenotype. Big nose, curly hair, kinky hair they call it. Kingly hair even. Because it's made like a crown. That's why these niggas were going around saying, we was kings, man. Where was you the king? In America? Yeah, people are beyond stupid. You don't know contextual thinking. Sometimes when they use the word black, is skin color. Sometimes when they use it in another context, it's a status of being in the dark, or being a minority, or being sad. That's why you have the word gloom. Yeah, in Dutch they will say, je kijkt zwart, you are looking black. Yeah, you look, that's when you are sad. You don't understand language because you was enslaved. And many of you colonized minds, man. You don't understand contextual thinking. Yeah, the one word is like I say in my language, and Aiwaka. When I say Aiwaka, it's walking. It's the English version. It's a patwa of English. Aiwaka. If I say that to my people, they will say, Saiwaka, what it's walking? Because they need the context. Because Aiwaka could mean that I'm doing something and it is going smoothly, or I could be eating food and it's very well made, very well cooked. You see, all this meaning is contextual. You don't have that. That's why sometimes many of you who translated the Bible is saying this Jesus is speaking in parables. It's not parable. It's contextual. You don't have the understanding of what he's doing because it's not your book. It is stolen books. Yeah, that's why you see many videos on internet. They will tell you the Bible is from the pagan, and it's not pagan. These people are making all kind of things up to denigrate other people, man. Because they need other people to be beneath them for them to seem like they are anything. That's what's going on. Yeah, they need other people to be beneath them for the world to think, hey, these people are still something, man. No, you're not. You are a cowardice people doing so, man. That's the real talk. Yeah,
All different colors of family members. None went back to Africa? Nobody? Nobody wanted to go back home? Go and to the motherland? Nobody? Come on now. But we all come from Africa? So out of 4,000 family members...
yeah, but if you want to stay in America so bad, why protest? And come on television complaining. That's what we're saying. If you want to stay with the Caucasian over there in the United States, be there. Stop complaining. Stop stealing my culture that you are Maroon. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm making videos. You are not Maroon. Maroon are people from the jungle, from the village in the Amazon jungle. Quilombo, Akompong, Njuka, Palenque. Those are Maro. You are, we don't know what you are, nigga. Just like you saying, you are Irish, mixed African, mixed Native American, mixed Portuguese or whatever you say. You are mulatto. What is the problem, man? If you, in the United States, you have to ask your people, don't you like mulatto? Just be yourself, you are mulatto, so what? If Obama is mulatto, so what? He's allowed to become president. Your whole existence is about becoming mixed. In America, you have to be mixed, otherwise they don't want you to be anything. But these black people now coming out, no, Obama is mixed. He's not completely black. He cannot become president. I'm saying that because I have culture. Obama's culture is not African, so he cannot represent me. You and Obama to me is the same. A black American and Obama to me is the same. Whether it's a pure blood and black American or mixed American, they have the same behavior. Just like the colonizer, they all eat mac and cheese, jumping the broom, and all those things, man. Smash and grab. If they are weaker than we are, we're gonna steal from them. That's the American colonizer way. Yeah, the slave colony. So all this delineating stuff is just looking for attention because we never considered you to be African. We knew that you are that's why they called you Amoebayo, bo. The black Caucasian. There's you, United States America. See? And this is a Filipino mix.
Ridiculous that people want me to call myself an African American. I mean, do I need to remind you or inform you that it was Africans who fought wars against Africans and sold the losers of those wars and battles to European slave traders and even more to Middle Eastern slave traders in exchange for things like cloth and guns and money? It was Africans that facilitated the kidnapping of other Africans to be sold as well. And Africans watched as other Africans were sailed away in the belly of slave ships toward the brutal...
Exactly, just like Ukraine and Russia are fighting right now. What do you think these Russians would do with Ukraine people if they capture their soldiers? They would sell them to East Indians or to China. That's what happened. Two village or two tribes fighting. You capture this tribe, you sell them to the Arabs. That's what they was doing. Don't you see Boko Haram is doing the same thing still today? What is Boko Haram doing? Boko Haram is black, dark African and still going there capturing their own people in Nigeria and selling them. You see that? It's the same thing going on. Nothing has changed. In Libya, there is Africans being sold in Libya right now. 250 euro. You can buy an African in Libya right now. You see that is the same slavery going on. So you are not saying anything new. That's what I've been saying. Like, you stayed with the Caucasian over there, and that's what you're doing again. Staying there with Donald Trump. Because Donald Trump is saying your slavery was not that bad. You should be lucky that he brought you to America. Otherwise, you will be in the desert in Africa without any food and clothing. That's what Donald Trump is saying right now. Taking down all your memorials about slavery. About you out here saying, I'm not African, man. That's more important. That's why this, yeah, man. These Negroes, they are not my people, man. They are devils. So they are broken bunch, man. These people are broken totally. They don't have no self-existence, man. What you say is the truth, but now you're joining the Caucasian, you're not establishing our own country. That's what my people did. My people established their own country in the Amazon jungle. Nigga, that's where we live. If I go there right now, police is not allowed to come where I live. All these things. That's why the government is trying to say we need to become all Afro people in Suriname, in South America. When you say Afro, all these mixed people like Obama, whether you are mixed or not mixed, if you have curly hair on your head, you are considered to be descendants of so-called Africans. That's what they want to do right now. So that everybody will be together, and then they would come into the jungle to steal the gold and diamond. That's why they want to be together. To come where Africans live in the jungle to steal diamonds and gold. That's why they saying we need to become Afro. For nothing else. Because I know how they feel about my people in the jungle. If a city Negro see my people, whenever they get into a beef, the first thing the city Negro will say is, go back to the jungle. Go to Africa. The same thing the Caucasian is saying in America. Except it's not a joke. Go to Brazil. Nigga, go and ask African in Brazil what is happening to them there. They are being shut down even more than in the United States. You stupid. Even in Argentina, there is many Africans in Argentina. Nobody is allowed to know it. Go ask them. Because these German people from Nazi Germany, Israel is there. With 7 million, they went there. 7 million and Caucasian people. Yes, but they saying immigration people must go. But you are the immigrant. They went with 7 million Caucasian to Argentina to colonize it. You stupid. And these people are speaking about their people like nothing happened with this. These people in Argentina are still, nobody know where these Africans are, man. They are not even allowed to say they are black or they don't exist. You stupid one. Yeah, man, let's hear it. So I'm showing you this for you to see it with your own eyes, man. Because when I speak on these in these videos that these plantation Negroes are bug broken, you think it's a joke. It's not a joke. Yeah, these are black Caucasian. If you tell this Negro anything, he will go back and inform the Caucasian what you've been doing, nigga. They've been doing this for hundreds of years. That's why you have Bush Negro, City Negro. But many, it doesn't mean that Bush Negroes are not evil. Just like I was telling you, 70% of all races of people are evil. Only 30% is normal. Yeah? See, just keep that 30% of Caucasian is normal. 30% of Africans is normal. 30% of Chinese is normal. 30% of Japanese people is. So that's my culture. That's where you need to keep it. That's why you will see many of biggest part of a nation will be out there committing crimes. They all want to become the ruler of the world, man. They all want to be Donald Trump. Donald Trump doesn't have the capacity to rule anything. Donald Trump is beyond stupid. Everybody can see. Everybody can see that Donald Trump is beyond stupid. He's just, he got money from his father or whatever happened, and that's it. But since your society respect money more than intelligence, they have chosen for Donald Trump. And now they have to, they have to take it, man. That's the real talk. That's why I'm saying these black Americans, they must not complain. Because they like it over there in the United States. Take it. That's what I'm saying, nigga. Let's hear it and then I'm gonna leave it at that, man.
Of mechanized chattel slavery. The bottom line is this. Africans fully participated in the slave trade, and they did so to increase their power and prestige on the continent of Africa. Now I ask you, why would I want to put the name of the continent and culture where people fought to sell black people into slavery, and where even today slavery still exists in high numbers, in front of the name of the continent and country that fought its most deadly war to free black people from slavery, and continues to fight the practice around the world to this day? As far as I'm concerned, the moment the long-lost ancestor that created my bloodline was sold in Africa and sent here, my ties to that continent and culture were cut.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying you that is on the plantation did the same thing in America. So then, of course, you understand that it's normal for me to come out here and make these videos and tell you what you're saying that continental Africans sold you into slavery. Your ancestors was doing that in Suriname and Brazil and North America. They were called black hunters, zwarte jagers. That's the only way that enslaved people could get their freedom from plantation. They had to go into the American jungle and hunt Africans and so-called Native Americans in America. That's why they called you freed man with a D at the end. Yeah, in the Netherlands it's called Freemangrong. In Suriname it's called Freemangrong, where they have many of these people still till today. They live in plantations still today on the plantation in Suriname. Berlijn, Groningen, all these places exist in Suriname. They are plantation of the Caucasian, these so-called Ashkenazi and Sephardim from Israel over there. It's the same people doing it there in Gaza. You stupid one. Those people, black Americans over there, many of them are children of these so-called Israeli. Go and do a DNA test. Many of these so-called black Americans are children of German people and Dutch people here, man. You stupid. You don't know anything. So that you feel American. Nobody cares. Because you probably mix with Caucasian or whatever. Nobody cares if it's just like I was saying. If Somalis say they are not black. Alright? That's what we're saying. Move on, nigga. Let's hear it and then leave it at that, man.
They want me to call myself an African American. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I'm not African American because that started with Jesse in 87 when he was running for office for 88. And a lot of people didn't agree with it then. People said that's not gonna fly. I haven't found an African American yet on the birth certificates in our family. And they tricked the politicians and the black leaders to make it look like we don't exist. And that's what Dr. King had found out. Dr. King said, the Negro people find themselves in exile in their own land. He did not say they brought them from Africa and put them here. He said the Negro people in their own land. Right there is one reason I think today Dr. King is dead. I'm saying this to you as a civil rights leader to a civil rights leader. Dr. King was getting ready to embark, I think, upon some stuff that they wasn't ready for.
Yeah. What I was saying. Yeah? And these same people, that's what I'm saying to Tariq Nasheed. If this is your ancestors saying all these things, that they are indigenous to America, why are you making Maroon movie? Maroons are Africans from the American jungle. This dread man from Jamaica, those are Maroons, you stupid. You see this dread man from Jamaica mountain and Kaliman, all those are Maroon people. Go ask them if those Rastamans were in slavery. Nigga, Negroes like Tariq Nasheed was fighting in the army of the Caucasian against the Rastaman on Jamaica. Go ask the Jamaican dude. You stupid. They was doing that everywhere. They had this so-called Negro from the plantation for their freedom. They was fighting even the Jamaicans there on the island, in the mountain, because this dread, they used to call them dread. That's why it's called dreadlocks. Dread is like dreadful man. They were scared. Everybody till today, everybody is scared of Rastaman in Suriname because they say many of them are robbers. So they will rob you. Well, the normal Rastaman is a peaceful man, but they stole the identity of the Rastaman going out there robbing banks. Just like I'm saying, Donald Trump stole Christianity, saying, I'm a Christian Zionist, I'm a Christian nationalist. Okay. Yeah, Odin was your god, nigga. Frisia was your god. Your priest was called an Druid. Yeah, your Ankh and your so-called cross is from East Africa over there. Canaan, Israel is Africa. Maybe you don't know. Gotta go look it up. That's the real talk. So I'm gonna skip to the next. Man, yeah, man, let's leave this
Chosen
one,
people.
man.
Not no damn Hebrews, not no damn Muslims, not no damn Christians, not no damn chosen people. Not no damn Hebrews, not no damn Muslims, not no damn Christians, not no damn Moors, none of that shit.
But I'm gonna put it on record to say that we are not African. I'm gonna say that. That's another story. We're gonna get into that too. It's a big difference between so-called African Americans and Africa that's in Africa, and it's not even called Africa. They don't even call it Africa. But our genetics is different. When you look at I don't want to say the creation of the Caucasian race, but when you look at when they came on the scene, some say 6,000 years. All of my research shows 10,000 years ago. When you look at melanated beings, we have been around on Earth since the beginning of time. So everybody was of a melanin descendant back then. Everybody was black. So how did you tell if they was different? They had different cultures, they had different body size, different geographic.
Of course they are different, stupid. It's even on the continent. That's why you have Kikuyu, and the Wolof and the Kikuyu people are not the same. They don't have the same habits. That's why these people. Even that's why I'm explaining where I live in the Amazon jungle. There we have 6 tribes. They all have their own king and their own god system. We don't bother them because we're not looking to dominate anyone. That's the mindset that I mean, that you are the Caucasian. That's why anything these people will learn, they will take it like these Israelites and go to Africa or the Caribbean and tell those people, you need to be like me. You need to become black and Afro. No, nigga, I'm Ohkano. No, forget about this Ohkano stuff, man. We are black. And these people will tell them, my skin color is black. The hair on my head is Afro. So why would I take that as the identifier for me when there is so many people with black skin and Afro and their head? I'm Ohkano. That's my ethnicity, nigga. That's why you have Saramacano, Paramacano, Africano, Puerto Ricano, Mexicano. You see that? Just saying, nigga. These people, yeah.
Locations, like when you look at Africans, their skeleton structures are more different than ours. A lot of them.
I have a question. Why are we called African American if we ain't go to Africa? Like, what African part are we? Is it because we're black?
Estimate, if you will, is that that did take place, and the thing is that if she had.
Oh yeah, man, this is the part I was gonna show about this. This is the old part because I've shown it another part of it the last time. So this is the con to show you when I'm saying I'm not the part of your Pan-Africanism. They are scammers. I've been exposing Polite for many years. I don't want to even show you the videos. I've been exposing Senator for many years, even before this Lennon Honor. You don't know. So I'm gonna show this, and let me show this part so we can see how they scam, man. This is before, because this woman Marie-Laurent, she has made a video yesterday saying she didn't say anything because she said she was gonna come with the proof that she got 68,000 from Umar Johnson because Umar Johnson wanted to bring her to court and steal her movie, documentary, and all these things. Well, whatever. But the check she brought, and it turned out to be fake. And these people, this Lennon owner, told her, like, oh, okay, bring the proof that the check was real and that you went and cashed it. She said, yeah, I've cashed the money, but she still can't bring the proof, man. So yeah, let's hear it, man. But this is the old part of it before yesterday. So when hindsight, this is a hindsight review, man. Let's hear it, man.
And for some reason, this kind of reminds me. I don't know why. It's just that there's some sort of connection here with this whole situation. But hopefully, this all turns out for the good. We'll have to wait and see. Again, I don't want any harm to come to Umar. I don't want people lying on Umar. I don't want any harm coming to Sister Lene, Sister Marianne Laurent. And I'll be praying that all of this works out for the best for everybody. It just doesn't feel good to me at all. Yeah. Oh, you saw it. Vonta said that they saw it. Okay. Someone said Valerian root for what you Game of Thrones? What the fuck you talking? What you talking about? Yeah, Vixie, you're right. Yeah, Marianne may be at work right now. That's why I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. Okay. And somebody said.
So you see, this is the part of 2 days ago. And when Lennon Honor was on internet saying, man, we just got info that this woman is lying, man. When I was showing you the part the next day, like, you don't represent me. I made a video, you don't represent me. This is all these things. They are all liars and devils. It's not a joke. All of them, from your government to all this. That's why I'm telling you, only 30% of a nation is normal. It's not a joke. They are all coming out here checking who they can find to scam. Even this woman, everybody was believing this woman. Everybody was believing this woman. And now she turns out and she cannot bring the proof because people said, okay, if Umar Johnson gave you $68,000, show us the proof. And then she brought a fake check. Nobody knew it was fake because you're not crazy to come on internet on YouTube and show people a fake check like nobody would know it. Nigga, do you know how many there is? I think maybe almost 2 billion people on YouTube or whatever on internet. This stupid, somebody is gonna see it and say, yeah, this check is a fake, man. Can't you see it? And that's exactly what happened. And when it happened 2 days ago, I've shown you another part where Marianne Loria came here and she was screaming against this guy and all these things. This is another part, man. Let's hear it. Yeah?
Valerian root for quick, and I hope the person doesn't mind me using their YouTube screen name. Their YouTube screen name is @hope-lew. Lew. So let me go see which video that was. Actually, it may be difficult to find because I've gotten a whole bunch of messages here. Yeah, give me 1 second. Yeah, it's not coming up here. They posted maybe about 3 hours ago. And after I saw the post, I went back. I'll explain all of this. And then I've been doing a little bit of research leading up to now. I have contacted Marianne Lawrence. She hasn't responded back yet, and I'm still waiting to hear from her. But let me give you guys an update on what's going on. And to be honest with you, I don't know what's going on. That's what we're going to be trying to figure out. So let me read to you guys what I posted. And this is an official statement here on my YouTube page. I don't think I replied to @hope-lew, but I can't remember what video it was that they had posted this on, but it was an interview that I did with Marianne Lawrence. So this is my official statement as of right now. Someone with the screen name @hope-lew posted the following message, and this is what they posted under that video. That's not a real check. It says at the bottom of the check, disclaimer. This is not a real check. Why would she, and this person is referring to Marianne Lawrence, lie about that? And I thought about it. I said, it didn't make any sense because I didn't, to me, it didn't calculate. And I said, what do they mean by at the bottom of the check, there's a disclaimer? So what I did was I went to go take a look at that check because she sent that to me before we went live. I didn't take the time to look at it or review it or anything like that. And yeah, there is, and I'll show it to you guys in just a moment. There is at the bottom of the check, of the check, it says, this is not a real check. That's what it says. Okay. And it actually says some other stuff though, too. I'll read that to you guys. There's also a number that's associated with that, a telephone number that's associated with that check. I made a phone call and I did research online for that too. Okay. And I'm going to get into that in just a moment. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I really want to find which video it was. Let me find